Hello, welcome to Poetry Changes Lives, this book of poetry and history with a thought for the day. And I'm reading this daily on YouTube now, just in case this channel gets shut down or restricted in some way as is happening in North America. So I do advise you just to be on the safe side. If you want to continue hearing these posts, go to YouTube and subscribe to the Poetry Changes Lives channel there. Thank you. Today, on this day in 1793, a terrible thing happened. The French King Louis XVI was sentenced to death by the National Convention in Paris. That was, of course, following the French Revolution in 1789. Louis seems to have been deluded into thinking that the people still loved him and wanted him to stay on as king. But of course, they didn't. The French people had had enough of the abuse of power, really, that went on in the latter stages of the French monarchy. The fatal indecision of Louis XVI rendered him incapable of responding to events and even trying to make himself popular again with the people. So sadly, he was sentenced to death, and those last months must have been terrible for him and his family before his execution. It seems to have been actually the proactive, though inexperienced, Marie Antoinette, his wife, who tried to steer the family through their last desperate months. It was all to no avail. Louis was beheaded in 1793, and 9 months later, Marie Antoinette followed him to the scaffold. Louis conducted himself well on the day of his execution and died bravely. He made a speech to the people, and then the execution took place. The king, who had been despised and disliked for his weakness, finally gained the people's respect. Well, today I'm reading a poem which is a bit quirky. It's about revolution, but it's by the great writer D.H. Lawrence in the 19th, early 20th century. And he's written this poem he calls A Sane Revolution. And it's about making a revolution in one's life, really, for fun, rather than for all the seriousness and violence and hatred that happens with political revolutions. I rather like it. See what you think of this. If you make a revolution, make it for fun. Don't make it in ghastly seriousness. Don't do it in deadly earnest. Do it for fun. Don't do it because you hate people. Do it just to spit in their eye. Don't do it for the money. Do it and be damned to the money. Don't do it for equality. Do it because we've got too much equality, and it would be fun to upset the apple cart and see which way the apples would go a-rolling. Don't do it for the working classes. Do it so that we can all of us be a little aristocrat on our own and kick our heels like jolly escaped asses. Don't do it anyhow for international labour. Labour is the one thing a man has had too much of. Let's abolish labour. Let's have done with labouring. Work can be fun, and men can enjoy it. Then it's not labour. Let's have it so. Let's make a revolution for fun. Well, that's quite a revolutionary attitude. I quite like that. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. Today I will try to conduct myself bravely in everything, revolution or not. Thank you for listening.